Hi, I'm Abi Adisa with Amara Suites. We're the leading provider of premium service apartments across West Africa.
You're sort of an Airbnb of serviced apartments.
I wouldn't say that just yet. We're looking to build a marketplace at some point. We've built currently over 78 units of apartments in Lagos, Nigeria.
And where do you have them in Nigeria?
Ikoyi, Victoria Island, and we're looking at some point at Abuja. That's in Nigeria, then at some point in Accra, Ghana.
And what's the big plan beyond Nigeria and Ghana? Do you want to be in lots of African countries?
We want to be where folks are looking for short-term service apartments.
Right.
From day one, we're looking to build an international African brand.
And what sort of apartments are they?
So anywhere from studio apartments to 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments.
And of what sort of quality?
So we want to ensure that they're international standard. So we feel they're home away from home. So wherever your home is, we want to make sure that we have the same kind of quality and standards here.
And you're developing an interface. You've always had a website, but you're developing a new interface. Tell me about that.
Yes, so we're trying to take it to the next level. By that I mean we're actually trying to make it simpler. So make it simpler for you to find an apartment anywhere you go in Africa. So from a 1 bedroom to 2 bedroom to Lagos, Accra, Nairobi, we want you to be able to find an apartment in the shortest space of time.
And the apartments come with various services, don't they?
Yes. So some of them come with cooks.
Yeah.
That's not typical. You don't find that in the West. But
yeah.
I mean, beyond that, we have premium cable, high-speed fiber internet. Anything you look to have in the West, we have here.
And currently you're raising funds with Emerging Crowd.
That is correct.
What are you raising the funds for?
So we're looking to fund our expansion. So our fit-out costs, we're looking at improving our balance sheet, taking out some debt that we had before. But more importantly, spending heavily on marketing as well, because we're trying to ensure that more people know about our brand.
And how does the business model work?
So originally we started doing leases with owners, but now since the brand has gotten some recognition, we now do management contracts. I think we're probably one of the first few brands in West Africa that has done management contracts, in local brands anyway.
Your income comes from the difference between what you pay to the owners and what you take from the person renting?
Somewhat. That was the original model. Now we have management contracts where we share revenues with the owners.
Right, so you're taking part of the rent as well?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. And when will you be finished with this funding round?
So by the end of April, which will be done.
And how much will you have hoped to have raised?
So we're looking to raise £1 million.
Yeah.
So it's a somewhat modest amount by US, UK standards, but we feel it puts us on the map. We'll be one of the first African hospitality firms to have raised money successfully in Europe. We've had to do extensive due diligence to get to that point. So it gives us definitely more structure, more credibility, and definitely a lot of visibility with investors and partners. The owners of Emerging Crowd, we like their story. They're one of the few crowdfunding platforms focused on frontier and emerging markets, so that was an attraction for us.
And they're different, aren't they? Because they're not people raising $1,000 from hundreds and thousands of people.
No, it's actually they're focused on businesses that have an existing history.
Yeah.
And we also like that the platform, most of the investors in that platform are familiar with emerging markets. They're not having to educate them about Africa, where Africa is on the map.
Yeah.
So it's more about the business and the story behind the business.
And if we had this conversation in 5 years' time, what would Amara Suites be like?
It will be the leading platform for you to find an apartment across Africa.